I come back to the shack after being frozen. This lady has caught, what, how many fish?
4.
4? I've only caught 1 out hole hopping. And she's been snacking the whole time. I come in like, hey, what do you want to cook for dinner? She's like, I'm not hungry. What do you mean you're not hungry? Well, I've been eating sausage and Starburst and ice cream and catching fish. All right, I should have just kept my ass in the shack. Noted.
Hey guys, trying to set up the shack, but I just set up my iFish Pro. While I was making beds, I got 1 made, and then I missed 1 fish already. Wasn't quite ready, but looks like I might get a nice one here. On the iFish Pro. Right in the top of the mouth. Little Red Lake walleye. Nice color on her. Ooh, it looks like she had a little scar. But yeah, I'm gonna set this back down and keep making some beds. Okay guys, it looks like my iFish Pro went off again. I just got a double, one on a rattle reel and one on my iFish Pro when I was gonna go to the bathroom. Fish had other ideas for me. Another nice walleye. Red Lake is definitely not disappointing. We are having a heck of a time out here. It's really fun to just be fishing in a shack where you can sleep and eat. It's pretty darn fun. Let's see what the measurement is on this guy. It's a little nice 19-incher. Not too bad. Alex left me in the shack to go find some better water, a little bit more action, and I've had 4 fish since, so maybe it's better not to leave fish sometimes.
I come back to the shack after being frozen. This lady has caught, what, how many fish?
4?
4? I've only caught 1 out hole hopping. And she's been snacking the whole time. I come in like, hey, what do you want to cook for dinner? She's like, I'm not hungry. What do you mean you're not hungry? Well, I've been eating sausage and Starburst and ice cream and catching fish. All right, I should have just kept my ass in the shack. Noted. double action on some little guys.
Go, I can get it out.
Nothing but fun. This has just been the last light bite. That last light bite here for the last 2 hours has just been fun. Pretty much one after another. I don't know. We've caught. You got another one going?
No.
Oh. I don't know how many we've caught here in the last hour. It's a lot of fun. I highly suggest you guys make it on one of your bucket list trips if you haven't already, to just get up here. It's a good time. So, yeah, I mean, you get fish of all sizes. We've got little ones, we've got big ones. It's been a quality trip, that's for sure. All right, I'm gonna get some rods back in the water here.
Like something she described as scampering. Some animal is moving around outside. She had this big window that sat over the kitchen sink. So whenever she was doing dishes, she'd be looking directly into their forest.
Nice fish.
In her backyard, and she'd poke her head out and she'd try to get a glimpse of whatever it was. She just assumed it was, a deer or a dog or something like that. It wasn't a cause for concern. It was just something she noticed within those first couple of weeks. One night, after she had put Raven to bed and Heath was still out at night school, Diane was cleaning up the downstairs and she was doing the dishes and she was looking out the window and she starts hearing that scampering sound. And as she's looking, she's got light behind her from inside the house.
On the jigging spoon. Nice fish.
Good job, honey.
Yeah, that one was tucked right in tight to the bottom there, and just slow walked him up about 3 feet.
See that spoon?
Yeah, it's just a buckshot flyer spoon, like flyer spoon. All right, big black spot on this gorgeous fish. They got a different color than we catch back home. They're greener. Great looking fish. But yeah, he was he was tucked right in tight along the bottom. I just had to just walk him up ever so slowly. I was about 3 feet above the fish, 3 feet off bottom, and he started coming up, and he followed me another couple of feet above that. And I smoked it hard. So, nice fish. Getting him back to get her back on the hole. Ooh. Come on. Figure it out. See ya. All right. Try to take advantage of the rest of this little witching hour we got going on here. See, it definitely seems like that last light bite has been really good. I am tipping these with just about a 1/4 inch of a minnow head right behind the fins, pop it off, and I'll see if we can get one on camera here jigging. But that's that Daiwa, medium light action Daiwa rod, 30 inch, or I believe it's either 30 or 28. I can't remember right now. It is a 28 and super sensitive. We're not fishing too deep, but I can feel every little bounce and hop on this spoon down there. All right, let's get back to it here. I swam like 4 feet away.
Got it?
It's got a little bit of weight to it. Got a little bit angry. Get your head in the hole.
It's a nice one.
Well,
Good job.
I know how dark that black spot is. Yeah, forceps. These rattle reels. Ooh, barely hooked. I think the fact that he kept his mouth chomped. Let me try to get it so it doesn't fuck with him. The fact that he kept his mouth chomped down on it hard probably helped out there. Yeah, nice fish. These rattle reels have been absolutely killing it for us tonight. Just about a foot off bottom. I'm just sitting here watching them on the flasher come in and smack it. So yeah, what a great fish. Let's get a picture. Good.
Yeah.
Alrighty. See you later, Pretty. She gone. With the iFish Pro. We watched that one on the live scope come in and suck it in. Nice fish.
Definitely.
Christine here hooked up with the iFish Pro. We were watching that one on the live scope come in, suck it up. I noticed her split shot was on the move at a high rate of speed. Nice one. Yeah, there you go. Great fish, honey. Well, it is now the next morning, and Christine is hooked up on her first jigging fish of the morning. Just started getting breakfast made. There you go. Well, we were just in the process of scrambling up some eggs and some sausage. She grabs her jigging rod and wham.
As I'm chewing, jigging.
Nice fish. Cool. Well, we're going to try to get another video shot today. Hopefully get some vehicles started. It is currently 44 below zero and the truck doesn't want to start. I'm sure the ATV is going to be the same story. So, we're going to see how big is it.
18 1/4.
Okay. Well,
Let her go?
Yep, let that one go. We're going to bring home a few fish for the fryer, but be pretty selective on what we keep.
Might have to eat some tonight.
So, alright, try to get things rolling here and get out and go shoot a video. Done doing that, I guess. Thing got no adjustments either. Fish still there? Hold on. Alright, so it is currently still 44 degrees below zero outside, so we aren't in the mood to really go hole hopping in this stuff. Truck wouldn't even start this morning, had to bring the batteries in, get them warmed up, and I'm sure the ATV is not going to want to fire up, so we're catching fish. We've probably caught 10 this morning so far, both dead sticking and jigging. The wife is, as usual, kicking my ass, jigging. So I just wanted to show you guys what we are using in our rigs here. So I'm using a snare rod. This is an SF Custom. It's a 32 inch, really light action rod, but it does have a decent amount of backbone into it. And on that, just a split shot and a hook. I've been leaving my drag loose, that way if I'm not paying attention I'll hear it click. And then split shot, about 8 inches above the bait, hooking them in the top of the back. And we've been using fat heads and shiners. This is like a number 6 octopus hook. And we're just setting them just about 2 foot off the bottom. And I've been using my flasher to check our baits. This one will just drop down, hit bottom. We do have live scope out here as well. We have to keep recharging batteries. We're using the truck for that. But let's see, there's bottom. So I know if I just get her up about where my rod holder was, she's sitting about 2 foot off bottom there. So other than that, I am using, this is a Daiwa 30 inch medium light. This is my jigging rod paired up with a Daiwa QZ, I believe. Yep, the QG 750. They're great ice fishing rods and reels. These are new to Daiwa this year. And I've been using Lindy glow spoons, either with or without bait, 1/8 ounce. And I've just been changing colors pretty frequently. Christine's been using the Acme hyper hammers, and she's been kind of whooping my butt. But I'm just stubborn, and I want to catch something on something different, so I'm just trying to be different. And we're just using 6-pound braid and 6-pound fluoro. Seems to be the best jigging action. Has been just getting it up off bottom, about 2 foot, and just popping it. And then raising it, and dropping it, and just popping it, just constantly popping it, pretty much never stopping, and those come in and crush it. Having a flasher or live scope definitely helps, but during a period of time where both of our batteries were dead, we were catching fish without the electronics as well. So Christine will go over how she's been fishing her hyper rattles on her side. So that's what I've been doing on her side over here. She's got her iFish Pro set up. Pretty much a similar setup to what we're doing with the snare rod or dead stick. So she's been sitting here with this, and it's actually surprisingly loud enough where it just wakes you up in the middle of the night when that thing goes off. And then she's been jigging. She's got a Daiwa. This is the QR 750, and she's got it paired up with a 24-inch medium light St. Croix, and she's rocking the little 30mm hyper hammers. She lost her favorite color yesterday, but this is what she's been rocking. She's kind of been kicking my butt, I'm not gonna lie, but that's pretty normal. So I just wanted to kind of touch base on the gear we're using, and hopefully we're gonna put together a good video just right here in the comfort and warmth of our shack, because man, it is cold outside. Well, that didn't take long. I finally just sat down, and Christine's over here fighting with a jumper. There you go. Nice one, honey. How were you jigging that one? Aggressive or slow?
Aggressive, and I had the camera on this so we can show you right in the video.
Yeah, cool. Caught it on live scope. That's a good one. So we left Christine behind in the sleeper shack. She's still been catching fish. I'm just out in search of some different stuff. I mean, we've caught, I don't know, gosh, we've caught 40 plus fish in the last 24 hours, and it's been a great time. So I'm just kind of out exploring different spots. It's just like something I like to do. It's cold. Holy crap, is it cold. I threw some minnows in a Coke bottle. By the time I got here, I'm only about half mile away. By the time I got here, it froze. So anyways, punched some holes up a little bit shallower. We're kind of right off Big Reef here. Looks like something's down there messing with my dead stick. That minnow's freaking out. I've marked fish right away. Dropped the flasher down. Got fish on the screen right away. So we're going to give this a little bit shot here. Hopefully catch some fish for you. So we'll be back. Got one loading up the dead stick here. I don't know if he's still there or not. There we go. Ooh, feels like a good one. Gotta get this camera somewhere where you guys can see it. Ooh, definitely a good fish. Not as big as I thought. Just a fighter. It's hard to tell on that ultralight rod that I'm using for a snare rod, but hey, it's better than nothing, right? Good little fish. That was cool. He came over, swiped at my jig 3-4 times, and then finally shot over and grabbed the dead stick. Christine, on the other hand, just popped a giant pike. And then another walleye. Come on, there we go. Yeah, perfect. So, dead sticks have been non-stop consistent. Very good. And the way we've been rigging them is just a slight hook in the back, right above the back tail there. Ooh. Let's get this guy back here. See ya. Yeah, so this minnow is currently shot, but just a small hook, split shot about 8 inches up, and I have been rigging this. Let's see if I can do this one-handed here. Probably not. Get one of these minnows out. Alright, let's see. Maybe you guys will be able to see this if I turn this around and set it down, hopefully. Okay. Split shot about 8 inches up. And where I've been hooking the fish has been right behind the dorsal fin in the back. I try to sweep the hook in and point it forward. These fish like to rotate them minnows around, and they'll spin them around in their mouth and suck them head first. So if you can get it so the hook points just forward, the squirmy guy, there we go, and kind of come out at an angle and try to sweep that hook forward. And then I've been pinching the tail. They're super inactive, so just pinching that tail off of there, getting it down about a foot off the bottom. They're pinning pretty close to the bottom today. Yesterday they were up a couple feet. Today it's been tight down to the bottom. So, alright, get this reset and hopefully continue catching here. I've only been sitting down for just a few minutes here and had several fish come in on the graph, and had this one here swipe at my jig, missed it, but he shot over to the dead stick and he took that. Get her set. Alright, I'm back. Back to the shack. I was getting too cold and Christine was catching too many dang fish. So I am back to the shack, and still the set rods are doing much better. Dead sticking. So I think that's what I'm going to just hang out and do for a while. Nice fish, honey. Chartreuse hook has been good. So she's using her iFish Pro. And the way we're rigging this thing up is, once she gets done measuring them, we are a little bead, then your trigger, 1/8 ounce weight, barrel swivel, 18-inch leader.
Let her go or no?
17? Yep,
Yeah.
let her go. 17-inch leader, and then a little chartreuse hook. Same thing, hooking them in the back and pinching the fins. So she's been keeping hers about 2 foot off bottom, 1.5 foot off bottom. And I've got mine over here, my snare rod set up again. And yeah, so all in all, it's been an amazing trip, guys. It's been absolutely amazing. I'm gonna go take care of charging up some batteries. Speaking of which, this is a little tip. So if you're out ice fishing on something like what we're doing here, and you're using these batteries, the AGM batteries for charging up for fish finders, for live scope, whatnot, I have 2 little jumper leads that I can hook to my truck battery, and I just fire my truck up and let it charge our batteries, because we didn't bring a generator. I don't own a generator, but it seems to be working pretty darn well. We've been cycling through 3 different batteries and just keeping 2 of them charged at all times. So hey, it works for us. I have no idea if it's damaging the battery at all, but you know, find out. So far, it's working good.
We gotta catch fish.
Yeah, I mean, much easier to see when the fish are coming in with the live scope. But all in all, it's been an absolutely awesome weekend for us. This is the first time up here on Upper Red Lake, and it's just been great. So Red Lake Adventures, that's who we went with. That's the guide service. The shacks are great, and yeah. So if you guys are thinking about coming up here, let these guys know. Give Scott a call and have fun. It's a blast.
There we go. Rattle reel again. Let it take it for a little bit.
It's the witching hour now. Christine just landed a nice one. Rattle reel just went off. We just had the iFish Pro go off. Little chaos here as the sun starts to set out here on Upper Red Lake. Gorgeous fish. There we go. Get this one back here. See you later, baby.
19?
Yeah, about 19. That one's about 9.
It's 10. It's
Yeah, it's at least 10. Definitely 10. Yeah, both nights here, last 2 nights in a row, chaos has kind of tripped off here right at the last minute. So I'm going to put this camera down and just see what happens. He's angry. Nice one. There we go. Nice fish, honey. There you go. Rattle reels are still working. Jig bite kind of died here for me. Christine just caught one a couple minutes ago, but man, these rattle reel setups are so simple. Just a hook, split shot, fat head, and it's game on. It's a nice fish. Hooked right in top there. Perfect. There you go, honey. Nice fish. I love that black spot. Look at that black spot right there. It's so cool. We don't get them up by us. That's super cool. Alrighty. Get a measurement on them.
On her.
On her. I'm sure it's a her. It's got to be a her no matter what. 21. Nice.
Nice looking
Let
fish.
me get a picture of that one here. Then we'll let her go.
Can you see it?
Mm-hmm. Rattle reel.
Up here. There you go.
They're nice. Upper Red Lake walleye. See him side profile. There you go. That's a nice fish. God, I love the colors on these ones up here. They're so different than where we're from. Great fish though. Rattle reel's been doing really well. Just right tight to bottom. Like 8 inches off bottom still. White hooks or glow hooks. Split shot maybe 8 inches above it. So I'd say about that, right? But alright, I gotta get her the forceps and get this fish back in the water. Because this fish had She bit.
My one hook.
It bit mine. Came over, bit Christine's. Her hook's laying there on the ground. It had her previous hook from earlier in today in its mouth, and whoever's jig this was in its mouth. So got all of them out successfully. Hopefully this fish will be a little bit happier now. No more line. We looked and there was 3 pieces of line hanging out of its mouth. We're like, what? That's pretty funny. I've never seen that before. So hopefully she will be a slightly happier fish from now on. Alright, so the way we've been jigging this is banging it pretty hard, pretty aggressive, especially early morning, late night, when these fish are really active and moving around. Just pretty much just pounding it in place, hopping this flutter spoon a couple of times, 3-4 times, and then just go back to just banging it. Now this one's got glass rattles in it. Honestly, I think yesterday glass rattles made the difference versus brass. I don't know if maybe that's a thing, but I had been sucking on the jig bite where the wife was catching them, and she was using that Acme hyper hammer that has the glass rattle in its eyes. And once I switched over to a flutter spoon that happened to have glass rattles in it, a buckshot flutter spoon, boom, started catching fish. So trying that, and this is basically just what we've been doing for jigging. Just bang it, pop, pop, just go back down and just keep pounding it. And I'm only jumping it maybe an inch or two, and just basically making that spoon just jump all around, all kinds of crazy down there. See if we can't get one to come in here. This one's starting to come in. There's 2 of them. Somebody's gonna bite this. Come on. And start working them up a little bit. He's just sitting there. Come on. Christine with another good one jigging over there. Ooh, rattle reel.
Here.
You got the camera? You're holding a fish and a camera? Alright.
They know that something that was being held in that cage in the cabin had been the thing they had stalked. It had been the thing that had been stalking their property, Keith's property. It was the thing that was staring in the windows. It's all very unsettling. But Keith, Dennis,
a nice one too.
Keith would say though that there was no stalking the house once doors were shut. Never saw the eyes again. So no matter what this was,
There we go.
Double!
All right.
I think yours is a little bigger this time.
Yep, that's the way it should
First
be.
time for the day.
All right. You got yours off?
Yep. I'm gonna put her down.
Hey guys, thanks for watching the video. If you guys liked what you seen, hit that like button, hit the subscribe button. It's free. Might as well. We got a lot more content coming up soon here. We're just starting to make ice back by Green Bay. We're gonna have whitefish and walleye videos, hopefully. Hopefully within the next week we should be able to get out there and start plunking around down in the lower bay. So if you guys are thinking about Red Lake, this was such an awesome trip. Why don't you guys give Red Lake Adventures a call and book a shack. I'd suggest booking early. We're already looking at booking our shacks for next year. Such a fun trip. We had, I have no idea, 60, 70, 80 walleyes in the last 2 days. Christine caught way more than I did. Jig and spoons, hyper rattles, hyper hammers, pretty much you name it, they caught it. Rattle reels all night long. It was just a really, really fun trip. So if you guys are thinking about it, make sure it's on your bucket list. And thanks for watching. We'll see you in the next one. Thank you.